Hello and welcome back to Skyblock with Create Mod. In the last episode, we worked on putting a geode in the village. It's right over here. In this episode, I need to get dripstone, and I've waited long enough for a wandering trader. And I think I've waited long enough for a wandering trader. They just don't seem to be showing up anymore. I got 2 or 3 at the start of the season, and then nothing since. So I have a creative way to get us some dripstone, and we're going to try that out. But first, let me show you the factory progress. This is Minecraft Skyblock, where we are stranded on our island above the void. From nothing but a few items, we build this world up. But with a twist, we have the Create mod. In the last episode, we built this module which combines shafts and wood to create cogwheels. We got large cogwheels and we got small cogwheels. This time, I've installed this module. This takes spruce logs and andesite alloy and combines them into andesite casings. You can see there, the log gets run across a saw, turned into a strip log, and then an andesite alloy is applied to it. We have this mechanical arm here which takes the casings from the depot and small cogwheels from here. I made a little output depot that this guy can pick up from. That way I don't have to deal with the whole chest system. I can just steal it from the module next door. And what this guy does is places casings down there to go on this belt and go into this chest. So we got andesite casings being generated. And then we have the rest being put into this grid of mechanical crafters. So this grid of mechanical crafters is creating gearboxes. Takes small cogs and places it all around the perimeter, and then puts a casing in the center. And those are combined into a gearbox and are placed into this chest. So we're automatically creating casings and gearboxes. Alright, we've got our amethyst shards farm, so I want to get a spyglass together, so I need one of these crystals and some copper, which I already have, to create a spyglass. And I can use those to show you where I'm going to take dripstone from. Aha! Aha! If you guys watch the life series, you might know where this is from. Aha! Oh man. Anyway, let me show you where we can get some dripstone. Alright, I've ran out here to my copper farm and witch hut to show you where I'm gonna get dripstone. Now, in this Skyblock world, the author has made it that the world is removed up to, I think, 1,000 blocks out, and then normal world generation starts. So you can see trees up there and regular land. The thing is, if I cross over that 1,000 block mark, I get instantly transported to the center of the world at build height, which tends to be deadly. I, however, can create a tunnel bore with the Create mod, and it won't get teleported. So I can sneakily mine some of these blocks out. Now, it just so happens that right here, right next to the copper farm, is a Dripstone Cave. So I'm going to make a big drill head and some rails and get me some dripstone. Alright, I'll be back with some supplies. Alright, I got my supplies with me. Mostly building blocks, rails, cart assembler, cart, 2 stacks of drills, and some storage. I think this will be all I need. So I'm pretty sure that Dripstone Cave over there is at level 0. I'm currently at level 36 and a half, so I need to go down some. Hopefully, I don't die. Hopefully. To be on the safe side, though, let's put a chest or a barrel over here and throw everything valuable in it. All right. So, well, hopefully I don't fall to my death, but if I do, it's not a big deal. Okay. This is the tricky part with vines. You get pretty far out before you can start placing blocks. Man, this makes me nervous. Oh, go back up a little. Okay. And a little bit further. In fact, I'll overshoot it just a bit. Okay. I think we're good. Come out here. Oh. Whew. That's where it gets scary. Okay. How can I do this? Problem is, in order to get onto the side of this block, I need to be completely outside of it. And I'm worried if I break this stuff. So let's... Oh my god. That worked, but ooh, that was close. That was really close. All right. And there we have that. There we go. That feels much better. Just place the block lower. I need my pickaxe. All right, let's go get my pickaxe. There's one. Okay. I'm at -1. So here's 0. This is where I want to be. Level 0. Should have brought torches. Forgetting everything. Go ahead and put in our ladders, replace our vines. Weeping vines are nice and all, but the trouble is it's easy if you click. Like, say I'm climbing here and I accidentally click. I just broke my ladder, right? With ladders, it doesn't happen that way. All right, so let's take some of these blocks and create some half slabs because we're efficient. And I need some torches to light my way. I'm probably pretty lucky that I didn't get a spawn down here. Although there are, I don't know, 200 zombies still in the copper farm. So it should function as a mob switch, I think. But I'm going to try not to count on that. Okay. So that's where we're going. All right, I'm all the way out here. I'm at 990 blocks. I don't want to get any closer, just in case. But right through there, there's our dripstone. So, I need to make a drill array, attach it to a cart, and get this show on the road. So let's lay in some carts. Or let's lay in some railing. And start assembling a giant drill. You know what I just thought of? I could bring my cheaty cam in there, I think. This might be a bad idea. This might teleport me back to the center of the world, but let's take a look. Oh, so far so good. Okay, here's our Dripstone Cave that we're gonna try to pull these dripstone out of. Okay, I think using the cheaty cam feels like cheating. Alright, just starting to get these drills in place. This is gonna take a while. They're all gonna be annoying and face the wrong way. Let's try this again. We'll go from this bottom left one to the top right one. Perfect. Now these are all glued together, ready to make the rest of the contraption. Let's knock out all these temporary blocks. Alright, so all the drills are glued together. It's time to make the body of this mechanism. So I'm going to go ahead and connect a couple of blocks here. Let's glue them to the rest of the drills. And this will be the start of the rest of the contraption. Then go ahead and stand up here and start placing the body, if you would. All right, I've run out of stone, or stone bricks. I'm gonna go ahead and use spruce planks now. It's gonna be ugly, but I really don't want to run all the way back just for some extra blocks. All right, so we now have the body of it. I'm gonna go ahead and glue it all together. If you're wondering why I made the drills like this, is because it looks like the cave does the same thing. So hopefully that'll help me collect a little bit more dripstone. The thing is, I only need one dripstone and one dripstone block, and I can create as much as I want. But until I get those first two, I'm kind of stuck. Okay. Now with super glue, you can only glue so long. Yep, right there. Area selection's too big. So I can glue here, and then I can come back here and keep going. If I hop out here with my cheaty cam and take a look, we can see that this whole thing is glued together, even though it's not rendering it all. There's a certain render distance. All right, so next, we're almost about ready to fire this thing. Let's grab our cart assembler, our furnace minecart. Okay. I want to make sure, this is important. Right now it's set to face towards motion. And because this is so long, once it gets moving, it'll actually spin around backwards. So what we want to do is lock rotation. That'll keep it in this orientation and not spin anything. Very important. Lock rotation. Okay, we got our lever ready to assemble this thing. I need to add some storage to the contraption. Okay, let's make sure that's super glued on. All together. All right, so I think that's everything. Everything seems to be glued together. We got our cart ready, got our stuff ready. I'm gonna wait till daytime, and I'm gonna start this thing up. So give me a moment. All right, I started the replay mod, and I think we're ready to go here. So fingers crossed, everything goes well. Yeah. And let's flip the switch and assemble this thing. Okay, I think we're good. I hope we're good. All right, let's put some coal in here. Fingers crossed. There she goes. Look at her go. Yep. And all right, look at it go. Looks like I'm gonna get a decent amount. Not perfect, but it'll work. Alright guys, we're here. We've hit our stop block. We've mined all of our blocks. So, I'm going to take the wrench, and I'm going to pick up this entire contraption and everything that it's mined, and put it in my pocket. Strong arms. Pick up a Minecraft contraption with at least 200 blocks. Awesome. Alright. Let's go ahead and run this back. As I understand it, as soon as I put a cart down in an unpowered cart assembler, it's going to disassemble my device. Which is exactly what I want. There we go. It's back to being in block form again. But we should be full of blocks. Oh, look at this. We've got some copper, some redstone. Those are both welcome. Some cobbled deep slate. I'm not even sure if I can create deep slate. Can I? Oh, I could create deep slate. So that's farmable. Interesting. A little bit of lapis. That's welcome as well. Oh, I was worried there for a minute. Here we go. We've got 24 pointed dripstone and a stack and 14. Can I move these around? Yeah. A stack and 14 dripstone blocks. That's what I was looking for. That's the dripstone that I want. I'm going to go ahead and take the copper and a dripstone. And look, the Skyblock has some advancements for dripstone in particular. I'm supposed to get it from a wandering trader, but that never happened. Grab this copper and this redstone. Alright, I'm gonna leave this here for now and head back to the factory. Alright, now that I have some dripstone, let's create a dripstone farm. Make a manual one to start off with. After I sleep, of course. Alright, so let's see. Let's put it over here. Along with the other weird farm. Oh, it's not weird. It's just there. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna go up 8 blocks, I guess. I'm gonna make an 8x8 dripstone block platform. Alright, and let's go ahead and put some glass around here. Then we fill this in with water sources. Got a couple of buckets. It's easy enough. So, we got our dripstone blocks with some water on top. All we have to do now is put some pointed dripstone below it, and it should start growing dripstone. Alright guys, this is the start of our pointed dripstone farm. As you can see, we already got a growth up there and a growth down here. So this thing's popping off really quick here. I'm going to go ahead and put this in and see if I can get this guy. There we go. Once we get enough dripstone grown, we'll go ahead and automate this. It'll be its own farm. And this is going to go into our next project, which is a revamp of the lava generator. Alright guys, I've been AFKing with the Fletchers here. They seem happy to see me. Let's see how our dripstone farm is doing. Look at that. So, this should be plenty of dripstone for the start of my lava farm. My new lava farm. Let's go ahead and harvest this and see how much we get. Looks like our amethysts are ready to harvest as well. I don't really need any right now, but it's ready. Alright, all harvested, and we have just about 2.5 stacks of dripstone. That will be plenty to get started. Alright guys, over there I have my large platform set up for the lava tank. The lava tank will be a large glass tank that can hold 10,000 source blocks of lava. And when you put a hose pulley into anything that's 10,000 blocks or more, it becomes an infinite source. So this will be an infinite source of lava, which we'll need for train casings. You may notice this area over here that's raised up. This area is actually a slime chunk. So I needed to raise that up to prevent slime from spawning. This may become a problem later, but for now, we're just going to deal with it. Now, we have all the material we need for this large tank. It took quite a lot of framed glass and a lot of fluid tanks. And we have everything we needed loaded up into the cannon already. So all we have to do is fire it off. Alright, our tank is done, and of course we're starting to spawn some monsters over here. I'm going to go ahead and climb up and place some torches to get this thing lit up. So this guy thinks he can't walk over to me. Interesting. Ah, same thing. He cannot walk over to me. I'm sure I can get close enough, he'll try to explode. And down he goes. Alright, let's fix up these tanks. Should be a matter of removing 1 or 2 layers and then placing it back. And I think I can right click and get the windows back. Yep. There we go. I'll put some slabs on top of this one just in case slime want to spawn there. Alright. Alright, these corner tanks are mostly for aesthetic reasons. I'm going to use at least one of them to help me move lava from the bottom up to the top. Next step here is to take this dripstone and start laying it out underneath. Alright, I'm sure you guys can understand what's going on here. I have a large lava tank on top. The dripstone drips down lava into these cauldrons. The cauldrons fill up with lava, and then I simply pump them out. I've grouped them in lines of 6, so that way I believe a pump can pump from 8 blocks away, and I gave it a little headroom. So each bank of 6 will have a pump, and those pumps will be all linked together and pump into one of these corner tanks. And from there, I'll have another pump on top, pull it out, and put it back into the tank. It'll make a little more sense here in a minute. Alright, I'm up here on the current lava farm. I got some maintenance to do. One, I need to get this egg out of here so it'll start running properly again. Let's pull out some of these buffer blocks, and over here I can put down the buckets. That works. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and try to get this seated. So I think what I'll do is I'll put a little platform over here. And I'll set up my first 9 lava buckets in this area. Well, it looks like I lost a lava bucket on the way. That's alright. One there, one there, one there, there, one there. Okay, is this one? Yep. Skip a block. And then here, here, and here. Alright. Alright, we have the basics here. We have lava source blocks above dripstone points that are pointed at cauldrons. So these will slowly fill up with lava. And when that happens, we're going to pump that lava back out and back into the system. Alright guys, I brought over power from the factory. Right over the top. It's ugly, but it'll work. Got a speed controller here. Some of our cauldrons are already filled with lava. So that'll be pulled out into these pipes, pulled down by this pump, and then pumped into our tank. Alright, let's give this guy some rotational power. Let's see if we're going the right way. Looks... no, that one's not. That one's going the right way. That one's going the right way. All right, so I think everything's going the right way. And there comes our first lava. Our cauldrons fill up. The lava's pumped out and into our tank, which has 3 buckets currently. That is pumped out of the tank right here and into this hose pulley. So, if I lower this by 1, it'll start filling up this entire tank with lava. And there she goes. And that was all of the stored lava that I had. It's just this right here. So this is going to take a while. But once it's done, I'll have an infinite lava source. The following time lapse took about 17 hours to record. The replay mod in Minecraft could barely load it. It took a long time to render. It took an hour to render this time lapse. And it's only like 20 seconds of footage. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Did you see what I saw in that time lapse? If you look in the bottom corner, there is a wandering trader waiting to trade with me. I haven't seen a wandering trader since episode 2 or 3. We're on episode 12. And of course, I didn't notice. It was a 21-hour time lapse. I cut it down so that you guys only saw 16 hours of it compressed into 20 seconds, but I really need to get a wandering trader in here. I'd like to get dark oak, for instance. All right, moving on from that, let's take a look at what's going on up here. So the tank won't fill beyond this point because it is now over, well, it has 10,000 blocks of lava. If I come over here and look at the hose pulley, you can see that it says bottomless supply. So this is now basically an infinite amount of lava. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to remove this cog for a second, turn this pump around, lower the hose pulley all the way down. Okay. The hose pulley is now lowered to the bottom of the tank. So now I should be able to add this back on. There we go. Bottom of supply, tapping the mantle. Pump from a body of lava considered to be infinite. Excellent. Now this will completely fill this tank up. We now have an infinite source of lava, which means we have an infinite source of obsidian, which allows us to make train casings. Which means that sometime soon, we'll be able to have trains going around this area. That also means that all of this is now unneeded. And I'll get to remove it all. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get all these corner tanks filled for aesthetic purposes and wrap up this episode. All right, everybody, I thank you for joining me in this Skyblock with Create mod. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please like the video. If you didn't like it, you know what to do. Please leave comments or suggestions on what I should be working on next. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.